All right, so this is how to turn your hobby into a $10,000 a month or more income stream. And the only reason I'm making this video now is because I'm literally in the process of doing this with my main channel. So for those who don't know, I run a gaming slash very similar to this channel, but on a gaming sense with old Call of Duties called BizPath. And I started that in November of last year, 2024. It's now obviously June as I'm recording this, and we've grown nicely, and it's slow and steady, but it's like consistent growth, which is what I prefer rather than blowing up. And I want to talk about making very niche content, getting your stuff out there, getting high ticket customers to pay you anywhere from 3, 4, 5, 10,000s of dollars a month. And like, I'm working up to a point where I have about 25 to 30 grand in, call it like pre-order sales for an info product that I'm making. I'm making a mentorship on how to scale and start an agency slash freelance business. And that's working out really well. So I want to give you the same playbook. The first step that I would say is assess what your hobby is. If you're teaching guitar, that's awesome. That's evergreen. You're gonna be able to make tons of videos around that. That's awesome. If you like video games, clearly that space has exploded these last couple of years. You feel like automotive. If you like, dude, I know so many people who just start posting videos who just talk about what they enjoy, and they're making a killing from it. They've made millions of dollars, right? So I want you to assess your skill first. If it's obviously too niche, it's probably you're gonna have a very tough time making it work, right? That's just name of the game. That's just facts, right? So assess your skill set first, assess what you're good at first, and then kind of play it from there. Step 2, make some type of high value content, ideally how-to videos, step-by-step videos, and a lot of your personal story. Talk about your personal story. People love vulnerability. That is something I've learned. You don't need to be all macho and all, high and mighty. Just be on their level, right? Be on your viewers' levels and communicate with them, and kind of, you almost want to speak what's going on in their mind without them having to tell you. And I know that sounds very strange, but that's what I think I've done slightly well with the BizPath stuff. And hopefully what I get to do with these car videos is, once I attract a new audience, I'm able to resonate with people. And what happens when people resonate with you? They trust you. What happens when they trust you? They are open to purchasing things from you, right? They're open to supporting you in any way that they can, which we'll get into in a couple of minutes. So just think on that. And I'm totally speaking off the cuff here. There's no, there's obviously no script or anything like that. I got my luggage here because I'm going to New York City, but dude, it's insane. Like, and this thing can spool up rather quickly. So you need to make high intent content like that. You need to get your word out there. There's ways to do it with paid ads, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. There's other ways to do it, but I'm just talking strictly organic content for people to come to you, for inbound traffic to come to you about XYZ topic. So if you make videos like that, that's going to be awesome. And ideally, the more you have it, like, think of it as digital real estate. This is why I like YouTube long form specifically. If I had to choose a second platform, it would 100% be Instagram or IG Reels. That's great, and I'm probably gonna have to spool up a channel over there too, or a page over there too. But YouTube long form is just so good at connecting with people, dude. So there's multiple monetization methods here. This is step 3, right? And that is monetizing your knowledge. Like, how do you turn this into an actual skill? Most people think it's just AdSense, and for gamers and stuff like that, I mean, you're kind of stuck in that boat unless you get some good partnerships deals, which obviously guys like Nick Merckx has, or Tim the Tap Man, like those guys are killing it and crushing it. So that's an option. That's a method of monetization. You have the AdSense, obviously, which I said earlier, but the main thing I want you to focus on is a product of your own. Why sell somebody else's brand deal for a 20, 30% affiliate commission or a flat fee when you could sell 100% of your own product? I don't care if that's merch. The margins on that are kind of squishy, so be careful. Or why not something online, like a software product, or a template or PDFs that you can actually coach and help people further, right? I would say, if I were you, starting from absolute zero, start with consult calls. I know you probably don't want to sell your time. I know it's very poor leverage, right? One-to-one is tough, but just seeing you getting paid on an hourly basis, $50 an hour, $75 an hour, $100 an hour, that is cool. That is dopamine, right? That is the motivation that you need to continue further. And then the main thing here, the short term, the money's great, but what I learned with all my consult calls, I've done tens of thousands of dollars in revenue on consult calls these last couple of months. The main thing is data, right? The commonalities. What are the FAQs that these people are asking? What are the things that your customers, the literal customers of yours, talking about? Are they, for me, it was how to get a sales job. It was how to start freelancing. It was what niche to start in, what agency business to start, all these types of factors. I'm like, well, I can either answer the same question 50 times over and get paid for it. That would only be a disservice to me and the customer. Or I can make a whole standalone product around that with really good modules, really good, personal exclusive videos where they go over this in step-by-step format. So that's exactly what I did with my mentorship. And dude, like I said earlier, we have 25 to 30 grand in pre-orders right now. It is insane. I'm still building the whole cohort out, and I'm mentoring a few people one-to-one right now, but I even realized it's like, no, group cohort base is a lot better, gonna be able to leverage my time more, but that only came because I did consult calls first, right? You can't just spin out an info product right away. I don't recommend that, and this is just talking at least from my minimal, tiny little bit of experience here, but what I've seen other people do as well. So, dude, like, people don't realize how much money, and how it's cheesy, is in this freaking creator economy, but there are people making money in ways that you would never even believe. How to start freaking locksmith businesses, how to start door knock businesses, how to start power washing and pressure washing businesses. Like, dude, there is something for everyone. There's a niche for everyone, and these are called what's, biz ops, or just, helping people get to where you are. And the way that I like to view coaching is, it was the questions that you were asking 3 to 5 years ago. Literally do that. If you're struggling to come up, it's like, dude, this all sounds great, but I don't know what to talk about or what to sell. Think of the questions you personally were asking 3 to 5 years ago. And that's what the best part is because you're coaching on that. You're giving them the answers to be like, hey, you can either start at step 1 and work the way all to step 10 on your own, or you can pay me, I can bring you to step 9, and then you could just learn from all my mistakes like that for a cost, right? You're going to be paying something. It's never free. You're paying with your time, you're paying with your money. That's the sell that I have with my customers when I do my discovery calls. And it's like, oh shit, dude, it's very, very true. I didn't really think of it like that. So this is, again, I can't give you specifics because I don't know what you personally are niching in or specializing in, but there is money to be made. I promise you, period. No questions asked. If you think there isn't, you're coping and you're excusing yourself. It's bullshit. Stop telling yourself that. You can create something, and you can start making money. You can monetize from day one with the consults. Take the data from the consults, build that into a standalone product. Continue taking consults if you want, obviously, but even mine are slowing down because I want to focus my time on the very high leverage thing. I'm going to make way more. I'm going to make 4 to 5 times my hourly rate with this info product stuff and coaching stuff versus the consult calls themselves. But I wouldn't have had that without the consults. So that's really it, man. And the content types, like I said earlier, I kind of already talked about the content types and what to make. But dude, post everywhere, brute force your way, and you may not see organic growth right away. Do still what I did. I posted my stuff in Reddit forums. I posted my stuff in Facebook communities, meaning my original BizPath channel. I might even do this with this. Network with people in the industry. I cannot tell you how important that is. Comment on their videos, like them, email them. These are all little, nuggets or things that 9 out of 10 people won't do. So if you do it, you're going to stick out naturally a lot more than the next guy, right? So just think about that. Think about that long term. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe I'll make a follow-up or something like that if this gets enough interest. And as always, if you made it this far, I want to see you win. Thank you for your time.